Well, hey guys, it's Liam's here. I'm going to show you my deck profile for my X-Sabers, and it's a pretty good deck. It's my favourite archetype, as most people will know. I just love this deck ever since it came out, and it's done pretty well. I mean, against Mermails, if you've seen that duel, the later the game went, the better it was. That's what I feel about these X-Sabers. The later the game goes, the better it is, especially when you got guns. Okay, let's get into the deck profile. 3/4 troll. He's just amazing. He's like the best card in the deck, in my opinion. And sorry if I mispronounce these names. I'm never good with Yu-Gi-Oh names. 3 Boggart Knight is a good card. Allows you to special summon an X-Saber monster. Basically makes you go into your patrol plays. 1 Hamster. This is a tech card for. This is pretty much just get Dark Soul out quick. It's done okay. I ain't tested enough of it, to be honest. 3 Full-Home Knight. Great first turn play. Just leave in attack mode. Set a load of back row and you should be safe. 3 Emerald's Wade. Pretty simple. Brings out an X-Saber monster. Thin the deck out. In this deck you need to thin the deck out quickly as you can. Dark Soul. Pretty amazing. When this card is just sent to the graveyard, it just gets its effect. Only if it's face up on the field though. I've seen people use X-Sabers and they've used Foolish Burial and send Dark Soul and they don't get the effect. It's quite funny. Yeah, but yeah, Dark Soul is a really good card. 2 Partial. I'm not too sure about this card. It's a good card. It cannot be destroyed by battle. But you just keep taking 1,000 damage. But it is a tuner and it's an X-Saber, so I do run it. X-Saber, oh god, Raggy Gura. See, I'm horrible at these names. But this is pretty much for the hand loop. Discard the whole hand. Even though this rarely happens now. But it's a pretty decent card. Dark Owl, simple. 3 potted away. You need it in this deck. Consistency is one of its problems. Especially first hand. Consistency is this problem. So 3 pot. 2 MSDs, pretty staple really. 2 lands. I was running a third, but I dropped the third because I thought I didn't need the third. 3 Goms are mostly cool. Pretty much a staple in this deck. 1 bottomless staple. Traps done. Probably one of the best traps in this format, to be honest. Memory of an Adversary. It's a pretty decent card. I'm taking this in. It's actually won me a game. It's won me a few even. Pretty decent cards. If you don't know what it do, basically when your opponent declares an attack, you just take damage equal to the monster's attack, and if you do, you banish that monster. It doesn't target, so it's great against Boogians. And then during the end phase of your opponent's next turn, you special summon it to your side of the field, so you get a nice Yamato. Pretty decent. 1 Compulse. Sadly went to 1, but oh well. 3 Venus Chain. I think you need 3 Venus Chain in pretty much every deck now. 3 or 2. 1 7 Tools of the Bandit. This is a pretty decent card. It's an old card, but it's very good. I mean, it just negates the trap. It's pretty decent. Mermaids can't use their Abyss Spear. You just pay 1,000. It's worth it. Decent card. 1 Soul Warning, staple. Extra. 1 Gothams. Pretty, self-explanatory. Crimson Blader. Same. Scrap, Stardust. Them 3 are pretty much self-explanatory in this format. 1 X-Saber, Susa. I'm not a big fan of it, but it's the only 7 that I got. I don't like the other one, the Ubellum, I think it is. I don't know, I just don't like it card. I just don't have enough attack. This is a pretty decent attack, 2500. So I'll put that in instead. Barkion is just a really good card. Oh god. Superconductive Behemoth. Really good card against just them annoying cards like Marshmallow, Spirit Reaper, BLS, Chaos Sorcerer, Them cards that cannot be destroyed by battle, you just banish them. 2 X-Saber Hinule. This is probably the best synchro monster, best level 6 synchro monster in my opinion. that's legal. Obviously, Bryonac and Goyo is just far better, but I mean, without this card, X-Sabers wouldn't be what they are. This card is just amazing. This format. Armades, really good card. I think it's better than Catastrophe right now at this moment, but it's still early format. Notoria Beast, yeah, I'll put it in there because it's another level 5. Catastrophe, well, just against those bloody Boojins. 1M7. I actually make this a lot more than people think. I make this with mostly the level 6 synchros and 4 troll. And Tempo and Zen mains are pretty much just Zen mains were stalling against Evil Swarms because Evil Swarms just kill this deck. And Tempo for the same reason. I mean, Evil Swarms is this deck's worst nightmare. Side deck, it's not really a side because it's too early, still early on the format, but I still reckon that 3 DD Crows can be, well, not 3, maybe 2, but DD Crows can be side deck. One of the side card of the format, in my opinion, because it just gets rid of a lot of stuff. Macro and Fishers down to 1, I'll just run DD Crow. 2 Maxi, well, you know, it's special summoning. 2 Veiler. Veiler's probably going to be better than Maxi this format, depends, still early format. Creature swap, pretty much for Emerald's Blade and Dark Soul. 1 MST, well, back row hay. 1 Book of Moon, just a staple. Now, Needle Seeing, I don't know, I just thought I'd put this card in. I mean, as I said, this side deck isn't really a side deck. I just put a bunch of cards in, see how they did. Torrential Tributes, you know, I put it in, as I said. Debunk. Now, this card is actually really good. I like this card a lot. I would put it in most of my decks, in the side anyway. If you don't know what it does, it's an old card. Negate the activation of an effect monster's effect that activates in the hand or in the graveyard and banish it. So, no Crane for Boojins, basically Grapha. It's just, you know, it gets rid of so much stuff. 3 Axis, pretty decent. Yeah, so this is my deck profile. Sorry if I sound a bit weird, I'm still pretty tired. I mean, I would have had this up sooner, but work has been so busy lately, and I apologise for that. But anyway guys, thanks for listening, and I'll see you soon.